Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. First and foremost, I hope you all had a really nice Christmas and whatever else you celebrate. I wanted to just show off some pickups I got and items I got for Christmas that I thought were really cool. Some are video game related, some are just nerdy or interesting. So it shouldn't take too long, it's not a ton of stuff. So I ended up having a bunch of credit at GameStop. I think I returned something or did something and had a bunch of credit, so I picked up this 8-bit Link amiibo, and it's very similar to the Mario one, if you've seen that. So pretty cool. They made him really blocky, and he's like bigger than I expected, and it's cool. You know, it has the little features where if you click it on the Wii U gamepad, it unlocks certain things in certain games. But I also just like how it looks retro. I like that retro is making a bit of a comeback. For Christmas, I had gotten Beth the NES Remix pack, and this is pretty cool. It's NES Remix 1 and 2 along with some kind of World Championship remix that is supposed to emulate the old Nintendo Championships they had in the 80s. It also comes with Super Mario Bros. Reversed, which stars Luigi. So it's the original Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo, but it's Luigi and the whole game is backwards. So it's difficult, you know, it's different than what you remember as a kid. The remix portion is pretty cool because you have to like do these challenges in each of these games. There's a bunch of games to choose from. There's like Kirby, Kid Icarus, all the Mario games, Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong, Punch-Out, and you unlock more games the more challenges you complete. So it's a fun little like mini game, a lot of content. I think it was 20 bucks, and then I tried to get Target to price match, and they said no, because it was cheaper in the store, but they ran out, and then they said, well, here's a coupon for $10 off. So I got it for 10 bucks. So it's definitely worth that. Another thing I got, this is kind of funny. So Elder Scrolls Online, really fun game. They've done a lot of updates and fixes to this game over the years. So now that it's hit the consoles, it's good. You know, it's got some little quirks, and it's very vast and big. But so you can kind of get lost in it and not really accomplish much, but play for a few hours and just have fun with friends. So I picked this up in the collector's edition right when it came out with the big statue and the art book and the steel case and all that crap. And I played it a bit, and I felt like I really didn't get my money out of it. So while I was in the stores, I was in GameStop, and I saw they had a gold edition, which just came out pretty recently. And that included 5 more areas to go to and some new things and, some money in the game and all this stuff. So I saw that the code was still in the used box. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way this person bought the gold edition and didn't use the code. So I took the code and I was like, whatever, it's a used game. They don't guarantee the codes are going to work anyway. So I just took the code and I left and went home and I tried it and it worked. So I now have, so I'm not really showing something physical here actually, but I now have the gold edition installed on my Xbox along with obviously my edition, which I purchased initially. So that's really cool. I got back into that game. It's really fun. I'm playing along with some buddies, and I just joined the new guild and yada yada yada. So the Elder Scrolls Online is a lot of fun if you like MMOs. Let's see what else here. Beth had got me this for Christmas, which I really wanted. The SteamWorld collection. It's SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig. SteamWorld Heist is a turn-based side-scrolling RPG, strategy RPG, and Dig is sort of like, I guess Dig Dug with RPG elements, and it's really good. I actually got really sucked into Dig, and I beat it in 2 sittings. So it's about 4 to 6 hours. I think I was about 4.5, 5 hours in. There's no like boss fights or anything, but there are enemies you can fight, and then at the end there's a boss who has a couple different like renditions that you fight, and then you beat the game. The story was pretty cool. It's very retro looking. It's very fun. I highly recommend this. It's like 20 bucks at GameStop. It was 20 on Amazon. Get this. This is a really cool collection if you don't have it digitally already. My good friend Hesh, who is a watcher of my channel, that's how we met. I think he friended me on Xbox, and we've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and you know, we text each other now and little love notes all day, and whatever. He's like, dude, I got this Overwatch license plate, and I'm not gonna put it up. It's just sitting in a drawer. Do you want it? And I go, okay, sure. So I look it up, and I'm like, this is really cool. So I just got this in the mail a few minutes ago, and this is awesome. It's an Overwatch license plate that was, I think, given out at Best Buy when you bought the game or pre-ordered the game from there, which I didn't do. I got it from Amazon, and it's metal. It's awesome. It's got all the characters, like, you know, they look almost like a lineup for, like, you know, picking out someone who committed a crime. So I definitely have to put this somewhere in here. I just don't know where. I got to find a spot, but I really love this. This is awesome. So Hesh, big shout out to you, buddy. Thank you so much. This is really cool. Also for Christmas, my brother got me this. I wanted to upgrade it because I do love this movie and it's so cheesy and good. And that is Masters of the Universe on Blu-ray. I have the DVD. It's a great movie. It's funny because it's kind of dark and creepy, and like as a kid, if you watched He-Man and then you watched this, like I have friends who told me they watched He-Man as a kid and then watched this and were completely scared shitless because they didn't expect it to be so adult. I mean, it's pretty creepy. I mean, look at Frank Langella on the back of Skeletor. He's a fucking lunatic. Really cool movie. Like I said, pretty dark, some cool action, funny scenes, the Cosmic Key, and I would recommend this. This is a really good piece of 80s cheese or early 90s cheese. Might be early 90s. No, 87. Another thing I got, this was from my parents. They kind of felt bad, I think, because they didn't kind of get me anything like fun or interesting. They got me like clothes and stuff. So they were like, well, what movies do you want? Do you want any movies? So I sent my mom a link to Manos, The Hand of Fate, which is that really horrible movie from, I think it's the 70s, that Mystery Science Theater makes fun of. So I sent it to my mom. She orders it. She does like rush shipping. She pays extra. The DVD comes, not the Blu-ray. So I'm like, that sucks, because the Blu-ray they just like put a ton of work into, and they did like a, I don't know if it was a Kickstarter, but they did like this like remastering. Some guy like found the footage and did like a remastering, and so that's really what I wanted. So I ended up telling, listen, it's not like the best movie in the world anyway. You can return it, it's okay, and just keep the money you spent. I don't need the Blu-ray. She was like, okay. But she also ordered me this via Beth. Beth placed the order for her because my parents sometimes get so wrapped up in life that they forget to order stuff. So, 31. This is Rob Zombie's newest film. He had, I think, put this on Indiegogo, and that's how he raised most of his funds. It's a good movie. It's similar to something like Devil's Rejects or House of a Thousand Corpses the most. It's these people that get captured and drugged and put into a place that they have to get out of. I think there's a time limit, and if they like reach the time limit, they'll let them go. Otherwise, there's like maniacs and lunatics in the place trying to kill them. The only thing I would say is it feels very small. It feels like they're constantly in like one room. It doesn't feel like they're in this big maze or like a Saw type thing with puzzles. It's not like that, which is kind of what I expected initially. But it's pretty cool. There's some cool characters. Pretty gory, pretty violent. There's a Mexican midget who's a Nazi with a Hitler mustache. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, if you like Rob Zombie and you like that kind of goofy but violent thing, you probably like this, I'd say. It's different. It doesn't have that slow burn like, shit. Babe, what's the Rob Zombie movie with the witches?
Lords of Salem?
Lords of Salem, thanks. It's not like Lords of Salem at all. I knew people were turned off by Lords of Salem because it was very slow and sort of like that movie The Witch, very slow and like has a build-up. But this is more action-oriented, but you know, has that like 70s feel. Like everyone's got afros and like ripped jeans and funny outfits. Like they dress like they're back in the 60s or 70s. So it's a cool movie. So I was glad to get this. And then Beth got me something really cool because I was looking for this, and we had found it on, I think, Amazon. So she ordered me it, and that is Gilliam-esque. This is a autobiography by my favorite writer, director, movie maker, Terry Gilliam. He was part of the Monty Python troupe, He did Brazil, 12 Monkeys, The Fisher King, Adventures of Baron Munchausen, Zero Theorem. He's done so many films that I just adore, so I knew I needed to read this. I haven't read it yet. I'm the kind of guy that really has to be in the right mindset to read a book. It's very hard for me to sit down and read, but once I do, I get hooked, and I just run with them. And the cool part about this, we had found the book previously when we were on vacation in Maine, but they were looking for a signed copy for me in some of the stores, and they just didn't have any. She got me a signed copy, so really, really cool. Right there in the front, Terry Gilliam signed it. So now I have his signature here, and then I have a Zero Theorem poster behind the camera that I got off eBay that was signed. A bunch of his artwork and notes. Let me see if I can show it. And you know, just stories about his life, and I think get some of his movie work. So this is really cool. I really wanted this. Very, very excited to read it. Big fan of his work. You know, I try to separate people's politics and annoying online behavior from their entertainment factor. So I have to do that with him because I love him too much in terms of his movies. But yeah, got some really cool stuff for Christmas. The only thing I would say that's left that I couldn't show was I'd gotten Beth Lego City Undercover for the Wii U because she's a big Lego fan. The games, not the actual Legos. And she just beat Jurassic World or Jurassic Park or whatever, and I got her that, and there's a lot of driving, and the driving really threw her off in terms of the controls. So I was able to return that and get Lego Avengers on the Xbox One, but that hasn't come in yet. I had to order that. So that's the only thing really missing from this, but these are like the nerdiest movie, video game type of stuff I got for Christmas or bought myself or got as gifts. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a nice Christmas, and I hope you have a very happy new year. And let me know if you've seen any of this stuff or played any of this stuff and what you think. Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike. Thanks for watching. Be good.